So we're going to start off lying down. Start off nice and easy. Blocks and straps to one side, and have your knees bent, and just come to lying with your knees bent, feet and knees roughly hip width apart. And if you're unsure what's your hip width apart, you can shuffle your feet together and then just do one separation of the heels and then the toes, and that's kind of your hip width apart. Arms by your sides, palms facing upwards. Tuck your shoulders in underneath you and just gently tuck your chin, lengthening the back of the neck. And close your eyes for just a moment. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Let it all go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Release those shoulders. One more deep inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Relax those shoulders down. Keeping your arms by your side, palms facing up. Just start to slide your hands along the floor, bringing them out to a T shape. And then keep them going, bringing them overhead. And then lifting them up, fingertips to the ceiling, and place them down by your sides. Turn palms up. So inhaling out and above your head. Exhale, lifting them up and bringing them to your sides. Inhale, circle out. Exhale, coming up, down to the sides. One more time. Inhale, circling out. Exhale, lifting up and to the sides. Change direction. Inhale, fingers to the ceiling, lowering them behind you. Exhale, sweeping them out to the sides. Inhaling up and overhead. Exhaling out and to the sides. Inhale them long and exhale, sweeping them round. Reset them in your T shape. Turn the palms up, draw your shoulder blades away from the ears, and just drop your knees from one side to the other side, easing out the hips. Just gently moving the knees. You can pause in the twist if that feels nice. You can push into the opposite foot to deepen the stretch in the hip. See what feels good for you today. And then coming to a still pose with your knees pointing up. Walk your feet in towards your bottom, or if that's, my feet don't walk in that close. So what I do is I sort of do a little caterpillar shuffle, taking my bottom closer to my heels so I can touch the back of my heels. So whatever works for you, bringing yourself down, palms facing down. Engage bandha and flatten your lower back, imprint your lower back, push into feet, knees coming forwards. As you slowly roll up onto your shoulders, squeeze your butt cheeks. Exhale, roll down, release your bottom. Inhale, imprint lower back, rolling up. Keep going with the arms up overhead. Leave arms overhead, rolling down one vertebra at a time, and arms coming back down. Inhale, imprint lower back, lift bottom and arms up to your bridge. Exhale, roll down, arms coming up and over. Inhale, imprint on your roll up, lifting arms, and pause here. Lift those hips a little bit higher. Now, weights on the right foot, left leg lifts, just knee height with the knee. Point the toe and replace the foot. Right leg lifts, point the toe and replace the foot. Coming back to the left leg lifting, keep those hips lifted and replace. Right leg lifts, nice, and replace, and slow roll down and arms coming up and over. Again, T-shape your arms, bringing them out to your sides. Imprint lower back, pull belly up and in, lifting one knee, lifting the second knee. Now check that your knees are over your hips, that you're not pulling them in too far. They should be over your hips, feet at knee height. Imprint your lower back using your bandha. Slowly lower the legs one way, pausing in a hover. Don't let opposite shoulder lift. Breathing here. Inhale to center, lower legs the other way. Don't let opposite shoulder lift. Inhale to center and pausing here. Toe taps, starting with the left foot, tap the big toe, hinging from the hips and coming back up. And alternating from one side to the other. Try and keep your lower back imprinted. Try and relax your shoulders as you move from one leg to the other. Keep drawing Uddiyana Bandha up and in as you release the toes. And once you've done an even amount on both sides, pausing and bring your hands either side of your temples. Imprint lower back, lift head and shoulders. Extend one leg, point the toes. And coming back to reverse tabletop. Other leg, point the toes. Coming back to tabletop. Both legs. Use that core. Bringing the knees in. Lower head and shoulders. Reach the arms out to the side. On your next inhale, bring the arms up, fingertips to the ceiling. Extend one leg and bring the arms overhead. Inhale, knee back, arms back. Other leg, arms releasing overhead, point the toe. The lower you bring your leg, the more you're working your core. Once more on either side. Beautiful. Finishing off the round. And coming back, fingers to the ceiling, legs in reverse tabletop. Both legs, so imprint your lower back, engage your core. Both legs extend as arms come overhead. Inhaling, back to center. Release, point those toes, reach the arms, fire up that core. And coming back to center one more time. Reaching along with the arms, point the toes. Back to center. Wrap your arms behind the knees, hug knees into chest. Rocking from side to side. Nice. We're not quite done with this round yet. So reset your knees over hips, feet in alignment with your knees, fingertips pointing to the ceiling. On your next inhale, imprint lower back, lift head and shoulders. Arms reaching up to the ceiling as one leg extends, arms coming over. And back to center. Other side, keep pulling your Uddiyana Bandha up and in, protecting your lower back. Once more on either side. Nice. And then let's try both legs, much harder. Both legs extend, arms extend. Back to center. One more time. Keep pulling your bandha up and in. Back to center. Release head and shoulders. Hug knees into the chest. Oof. Making our deep core muscles work. Really lovely. And then holding behind the thighs. Rocking and rolling backwards and forwards. Bringing yourselves up to your comfy cross-legged seat pose. Hands on the knees. Push down into the sits bones, lengthen the spine, shoulders down and away from ears. Lengthen the neck. Slowly turning to look over one shoulder. And back to center, over the other shoulder. And back to center. Bringing your arms up, start to bring your right arm behind you, left arm in front, looking over the right shoulder. Coming back to center. Left arm goes behind you, looking over left shoulder. Back to center. Right arm reaches back, turning back, pausing here for 5, for 4. Keep lifting your belly up and in for 3, for 2, for 1, and release both arms forward. Left arm reaches back, turning back For 5, squeeze that left shoulder blade. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and bring your arms forward, interlace fingers, push those hands away, shoulders are down as arms lift, biceps to ears, folding one way, coming back up to center, folding the other way, back up to center, and releasing the hands either side. Right hand stays on the mat, left arm extends, palm faces up. Shoulder comes down as arm lifts and folding over. Inhale, coming upright. Exhale, folding a little deeper. Inhaling upright and exhale, fold. Draw that left shoulder back, breathing here. And coming up, left hand to the mat, right hand extends. Shoulder stays down as arm reaches up. Folding and coming upright, folding a little deeper and coming upright. Deepest one yet, coming deep, deep, deep into the fold. Draw that right shoulder back, lengthen that arm and coming upright. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Push into the hands, lengthen in the spine as you then twist to look over the right shoulder. Draw belly in as you inhale. Exhale, squeeze the right shoulder. Inhale, belly up and in. Exhale, turning the head a little bit more. Pausing here for a couple more breaths. Keep seeing if you can deepen that twist. Very nice. And release to center, right hand to left knee. Push into the hands as you lengthen the spine and exhale, twist. Pull belly in on the inhale. Exhale, squeeze left shoulder. Inhale, length. And exhale, can you turn your head just a tiny bit more? And staying here for a couple of breaths. Breathing here. And release to center, bringing your fingertips in front of you. Lift the shoulders up and slide them down, lengthening the neck. And then just your fingertips on the floor as you pad your hands forward. Take a pause, a little rock from side to side, and pad the fingertips forward a little bit more. And pause, another little rock from side to side. Can you reach your fingers a little bit further? Keep your palms lifted, just the fingertips. Release your ears between your biceps. Push into your fingertips, lengthen the spine. Breathing here. Keep pushing hard into your fingertips. Keep your buttocks on the floor. Feel the spine lengthening. Pull the shoulders back and away from the ears. And then walking your fingertips back towards you, bringing yourself upright, hands either side. Uncross your legs, bring your feet to the floor, knees bent. Coming to a reverse tabletop. Pushing into your feet and hands, squeeze your butt cheeks, support your head with your neck. Breathing here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Lower your bottom. Cross your legs the other way, the unnatural way. Bring your hands to heart center. Lengthening in the spine, turning from the waist, twisting, squeeze that right shoulder behind you. And releasing forwards, twisting to the left. Releasing forwards, interlace fingers. Push the palms away. Push them further. Drop chin to chest, C-shaped lower back, and see if you can extend your lower back in a seated cat. On your next inhale, lifting the arms up, shoulders away from ears, arching your back, looking up. And exhale, push palms away, chin to chest, seated cat. Inhale, shoulders come down as arms lift, arching, looking up. Keep pushing the palms away one more time as you drop to a seated cat. Inhale, up, arching, pushing the hands up, looking up. Releasing your hands either side, uncross the legs. Push into the hands, back to our reverse tabletop. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Weight stays on the left foot, right leg lifts, point your toe. Write your name with the big toe. And release. Reset those hips. Left foot points, write your name with your big toe. And release. Reset those hips one more time. And release your bottom. Rocking over your feet, coming to all fours. Beautiful. We're coming to our Superman pose and we're going to hold it for longer, strengthening shoulders. So right leg extends, push the heel away. Left arm is long, little finger on the mat. Neck is long, looking straight down. Engage your core as arm and leg lift. Push the heel away, reach the arm. Staying here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and release hand and knee. Other side, left leg extends, push the heel away. Right arm, engage core as arm and leg lift, kick the heel away. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Replacing down, right leg extends, left arm. Fire up your core. Inhale, lengthen the leg, lengthen the arm. Now we're going to combine our Superman with our cat back shape. So draw belly up and in, bring that right knee slowly forward, bring left arm back, elbow goes up ceiling, chin to chest. And release it long. Inhale, draw knee into chest, chin to chest, left elbow going up to the ceiling. Extending it long, push the heel away. Inhale, curling up, chin to chest. Exhale, extending long. 2 more times. Inhale, knee to chest, elbow up. And extending long. Last time. Inhale, squeeze the knee up, push up the elbow. Releasing long. And hand and knee to the mat. Take a little rock from side to side. Sit back on your heels. Give your wrists a bit of a shake. You've not been practicing for a couple of weeks, neither have I like this, so your wrists are going to feel it, as are mine. And then reset, ready for the other side. Left leg long, push the heel away. Right fingertips to the mat. Engage your bandha as arm and leg lift, push the heel away. Moving slowly, left knee comes up, right elbow back, chin to chest. Squeeze that knee up and in. Inhale, release. Squeeze that elbow behind you. And extending long. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, length. Inhale, squeeze that core. Exhale, length. Last time, let's make this a really good one. Inhale, squeeze that knee up, squeeze the elbow back. Exhale, long. And hands and knees to the mat. Knees wide. Hips to heels, lower your forehead, your forearms. Take a breather. Give your hands a little pat, a little bash on the mat, releasing your wrists. Lifting your forehead, reach your arms long. Tuck your toes underneath you, and we'll take our first down dog of the day. And I want you to pedal your legs out one at a time, pushing one heel and then the other away towards the mat. Maybe twisting a little bit at the hips and the waist, easing out your legs. Whatever is going to feel nice for you today. And then coming to a still downward facing dog. Give your head a nod, your head a shake. Push into your hands, push your chest to your thighs. Coming up onto your tippy toes, start to shift weight forward to your plank, pausing in plank. Walk the toes in, push the heels away. Strong plank, hands under shoulders. Pull belly button up and in as you lift up to downward dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale to tippy toes, shift weight forward to plank. Pausing here, push the heels away, squeeze the kneecaps. Push into hands as you lift the hips. Exhale, heels to the mat. One more time. Inhale to toes, shifting weight forwards. Squeeze the kneecaps, push heels away. Push into hands as you lift the hips, coming to tippy toes. Exhale, heels to the mat. And then walk your hands back towards your feet, coming into Uttanasana at the back of your mat. Hands in front of the feet, legs as straight as you can get them. Nice. And then bring your hands to your hips, tuck your chin to your chest. Soften the knees as you super slowly roll up. Keep chin to chest until your spine is upright. Release the arms, pull belly up as arms. Hands come to heart's center. Release the arms, give your shoulders a little shrug, and we're going to come to some standing balances. We are going to do some sun salutations, but we'll get the standing stuff over and done with. So I'm going to come off the mat because it's much easier to balance. So you want your inner edges of your feet completely parallel, arms by your side. Ground down through the feet, lift the kneecaps, the fronts of the thighs. Little pelvic tilt, drawing belly up and in, shoulders down and away from ears. Nice. Keep the left hand attached to the thigh as right arm lifts and folding one way. Inhale, circling the arm out. Left arm slides up, but shoulder pulls down, belly up as you fold. Inhale, circling the arm down. Right arm up, shoulder down as you fold, maybe a little deeper. Inhale, circling back out. Left arm lifts, get that core on as you fold. Inhaling to lift. Right arm up, folding, pausing here. Can you reach that arm a little further? Can you bring the bicep right next to the ear? Can you slide the left hand down a tiny bit more? Fire up that core to bring yourself up. Left arm reaches, shoulder down, right hand to thigh as you fold, pausing here. Reach that arm, draw the bicep to the ear, creep the fingertips down, draw belly button up and in, bringing yourself upright. And then step your feet wider apart. Nice. Toes are facing out. As you start to just move your arms, swinging them, twisting to look over the shoulder. Breathing here. And then coming to a still pose. Start to reach the opposite direction, rotate the opposite heel. And coming back to center. Rotate and reach like you're picking, I don't know, an apple off a tree. Moving from one side to the other, opposite arm can reach behind you. Twisting as you reach, stretching the shoulders and the arms. Once more on either side. And coming back to your neutral back. Bringing your feet hip distance apart. Lift one leg. Knee to hip height. Extend the leg, point the toes. Knee back to hip height. And release. Other leg, knee to hip height. Point the toes. Back to hip height. Release the leg. Hands on hips. First leg lifts, extend the toes. Write your name with your big toe. Bring the knee up, out to the side. Back to center. Opening, closing. Opening, closing, and release. Ground yourself down on the foot as other leg lifts. Extend and bend. Extend, bend. Write your name with your big toe. And bend. Opening, closing, open. One more time. And release. Coming back. First knee lifts. Take hold of it with a hand. Opening, opposite arm as a counterbalance. We're going to stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7. If you fall out of it, just come straight back into it. 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Bring the knee forward. Opposite hand takes the knee. Hand reaches out to the, oh, I'm going to fall over. Hand reaches out to the side. Now this bit is tricky. So look down at the floor in front of you and then track along the floor, turning your head out to the side and maybe looking behind you. If you keep looking down, it helps with balance, she says. It's such a hard one. I don't actually like it, but I know it's good for us. And then releasing to center and release the leg, giving it a shake. These balances are so hard, right? But the more we practice, the better we get. Hands to hips, bringing the other leg up, holding the knee, opening, opposite arm as a counterbalance for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center, swap hands. Reaching that arm behind you, track along the floor, super, super slowly. I can't do it today. Super, super, nice. Look at you guys, amazing. It's really hard to do. Coming back to center, release, giving your arms and legs a shake. Coming back to your first leg for tree. 1, 2, or 3, choosing your option. Bringing that knee out to the side, hands at heart center. Look at something that's not moving. Growing the branches, draw belly up and in, pull shoulders down. And we're going to stay here for about 30 seconds. So find your balance, look at something that's not moving. Breathing here. Got about another 15 seconds or so left. So keep pulling shoulders down, keep pulling belly button up and in. Beautiful balance there, Becky. I can see Joe's knee, which looks lovely too. 3, 2, 1, hands to heart center. Bringing the knee forward, keep the hands at heart center, point the toes as you come forward, warrior 3. Finding your balance or reaching the arms out to help with balance, holding on to a wall, tapping a finger to furniture or wall, if that helps today. Getting the standing leg nice and straight and releasing, coming back up, giving everything a nice shake. You're doing really well, because considering it's been what, 2.5, 3 weeks, something like that. Tree on the other side, 1, 2, or 3. Finding your balance. Focus on something that's not moving as hands come to heart center. Draw belly up and in as arms lift, shoulders are down. And again, we're going to stay here for about 30 seconds. Breathing, shoulders down, belly button engaged. We're just about halfway now. Keep pulling shoulders down. Using the breath to help you balance. And releasing, hands to heart center, knee comes forward. As you reach your arms out, coming to your warrior 3 on the other side. Nice. Looking down towards the mat. Neck is long. And coming upright. And again, giving everything a bit of a shake. And we're going to come to our sun salutation. So coming to the top of your mat, big toes together, heels apart. Grounding down through the feet, little pelvic tilt. Arms by your sides. Close your eyes for just a moment. Lift your toes, spread your toes, place them down. Make sure your weight is even on the balls of your feet, the heels, the outer edges, the inner edges. Push down into the feet, lift the kneecaps. Draw the fronts of the thighs up, draw belly up and in. Keep that engagement as your arms slowly reach out. Pull shoulders down as arms lift and kiss. Separate, spread the fingers as you slowly, slowly swan dive. Hands either side of the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward step the right foot back. Left arm lifts in your twist. reaching up, looking up, keep pressing into the right hand. Left hand outside left foot, take your plank. Knees, chest and chin. To your baby cobra via the knees and back in our downward facing dog. Push chest towards the thighs. Lifting the right leg, three-legged dog. Looking forward, sweep, move, or step that foot between your hands as right arm lifts in a twist. Looking up, breathing here. Right hand to the mat as you step forward to your fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Arms lift and hands to heart center. Inhale, sweeping arms out and up, maybe a back bend. And exhale, swan dive to your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward. Step the left foot back, lower the knee, flatten the foot. Walk the hands back, keep the right foot on the floor. Can you draw your right hip back, extending that right leg? And then walking forwards, can you sink the left hips forward? Walking back on the inhale, keep the toes on the floor, straighten the leg. And coming back forward, stretching out the left hip. Tuck left toes, step right foot back, take your plank. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra or up dog. And meeting in downward facing dog. Pedal the legs a couple of times. Coming to your still dog. Left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Looking forward, sweep the foot forwards, lower the right knee, flatten the right foot. Walking hands backward, keep left toes on the mat. Inhale forward. Coming forward, sink right hip low. One more time, left leg extends, left hip back. Coming forward, sinking the right hip down. Tuck right toes, stepping forward to your fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, arms reaching up and hands coming to heart center. Pausing here for just a moment, lift your kneecaps, squeeze the fronts of the thighs, draw belly up and in, lift shoulders up, back and down. Lifting your right foot, step it out long, coming to a straddle pose. Make sure the inner edges of your feet are parallel and roughly one of your leg lengths wide. Nice. Bring hands to hips. Draw belly up and in, lift the kneecaps. Keep that core super strong as you start to hinge forward from the hips. Neck is long. Coming halfway, looking down to the mat. Pause here. Push into feet to bring yourselves up. Release the arms. Reach hands long, shoulders are down. Core is fired up as you start to hinge. Rotate your arms, balancing glasses of wine on the backs of your hands. Reach the arms long, breathing here. Reach them longer. Engage every muscle in your arms and shoulders. We're going to stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Pushing in feet, bringing yourself upright, arms coming behind you. Interlace fingers, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, look up. Engage your core as you come all the way over, arms coming up overhead. I'm not going to do that one with you because it's actually pulling on my shoulder a bit too much. So push into your feet, lengthen the legs. Can you draw your nose closer to your knees? Can you release in your lower back a tiny bit more? Really lovely. Engage your core, push into the feet, bringing yourself upright. Release your hands down to the sides. Roll shoulders forwards and up, back and down. Forwards and up, back and down. One more time. Forwards and up, back and down. Flip your feet so the heels are in, toes are out. Nice cactus arms. Sitting back in that invisible chair, coming to your goddess pose. Sink those hips really nice and low. And a bit lower still. Beautiful. Bit lower still. Hands onto thighs. Shift your weight forwards, lengthening the arms, lengthening the neck, and twisting to look over one shoulder. Back to center and over the other shoulder. Back to center. One more time on either side. And coming to a neutral pose. Adjust your feet so that you can come down to your seated squat pose, pushing the knees apart, hands at heart center. Close your eyes for just a moment, breathing here. And then using your hands as brakes, bringing yourself down and extend your legs long in front of you. Give your legs a nice little waggle. Move the flesh away from your sits bones, hands just resting on your thighs. Flex those feet in and a bit more. Arms reaching out. As the arms reach up, shoulders pull down. Lengthening in the spine as you hinge forward, take the feet. Inhale, length again into the spine, and then exhale into a fold, chin to chest, breathing here. Releasing the feet, walking yourself back up, hands either side, fingers forward. Point your toes, and we're coming to a reverse plank. Squeeze those butt cheeks for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Lower the hips, flex the feet as arms lift, shoulders pull down. Lengthening as you fold. Pulling on your feet, lengthening in the spine. And inhaling yourself up one time. Fingers either side, point the toes. Reverse plank for 10. Squeeze your butt cheeks. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Release your bottom. Coming about halfway down your mat, knees bent, hands behind the thighs, as we prepare for our Navasana. Lifting the arms up. Looking up between the hands, keep pulling the knees into the chest. Keep breathing, keep reaching those arms longer, but pull the shoulders away from the ears. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come wide, grab those big toes, and coming to our balance. Keep pushing your heels away, pull the shoulders down. Breathing here for 4 more. C-shape your arms, reach the arms, C-shape your back, rolling down, bring the knees into the chest, and take a little rock from side to side. Massage that lower back. And then bringing one foot to the mat, cross the opposite ankle over the leg. Flex both feet as the leg lifts up. Arm between the legs, clasping behind the thigh. Draw the knee in towards you. Relax the tops of the shoulders. And releasing, opposite foot to the mat, opposite leg over the knee. Drawing the legs in, arm between the legs, meeting the other hand behind the thigh. Squeeze that knee in. Enjoying a stretch, relax the shoulders.
And release both feet to the mat. T-shape your arms. Drop both feet, knees one way, stack the knees of the feet. Turn head in opposite direction. Relax your shoulders, hips, legs. Just enjoy a full twist. Engage the core to the knees up and lowering them to the other side. Stack knees and feet on top of each other. Turn head in opposite direction and just relax. Engage your core to bring your legs up. Draw the knees into the chest, squeeze them in one more time, massaging the lower back. And then taking the outer edges of the feet, coming to a happy baby. And again, just rocking gently from side to side, turning your head as well if that feels nice. And then releasing the feet, bringing your feet to the mat, extending your legs long, preparing for Shavasana. Arms by the side, tuck your shoulders in underneath you, adjust your hips, tuck the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. And just relax your shins, calves, knees. Fronts of the thighs, backs of the thighs. Relax your hips, your buttocks, your spine, your shoulders. Arms, elbows, wrists and hands. Relax your face, your forehead, your cheeks, your jaws, chin, your mouth. Then slowly start to turn your head one way, chin to one shoulder. Back to center, chin to the other shoulder. And coming back to center, slide your legs together. Rotate the ankles, the wrists, moving fingers, toes. Inhaling, arms long overhead, point the toes, reach the arms, taking a full body stretch. And then slowly bringing one knee into the chest, the other knee in, hugging them in and rocking gently from side to side. rolling over onto one side and pressing up, taking your comfortable cross-legged C pose, bringing hands to heart center, to the third eye, and namaste, my lovelies. Thank you for joining.